Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for SPECTREGRAPH. This is a new book from DSTLRY. This is the first issue, written by James Tynion with art by Christian Ward, letters by Aditya Bidikar. Very, very exciting stuff here. I am a big fan of the creative team behind this book, whether it's James Tynion doing Batman or Christian Ward doing Batman. That's really funny because they both done Batman now. But here we are, Spectrograph, the book about ghosts, because of course, just based on the name, but it's way, way more about a lot of other stuff. So let's get into it. In this book, modern masters James Tynion and Christian Ward join forces to bring you their next horror classic, a ghost story steeped in the decay of a century of capitalism. For years, the mansion has sat strangely nestled in the coastline, just a short drive from north of Los Angeles. Rumors have a haunted that the haunt, rumors have haunted the place for years. Its owner, a titan of American industry, with a strange fascination for the occult and the paranormal. For decades, the richest men and women in the country have whispered to each other, trying to understand what he was building alone in that mansion for all those years. And now, finally, with his death, his estate is finally open for sale. They're eager to find out for themselves. Two of the most celebrated visionaries of the medium and multiple Eisner Award winners. They are taking on this task and invite you to the world of Spectrograph, a haunting cerebral horror novel that peels back the layers of America's opulent wealth and uncovers the rot underneath. But be careful, once you enter, you may not leave. Spectrograph is perfect for fans of the haunting of Hill House and the Conjuring. I wonder if that's the latest version of the haunting of Hill House. Um, interesting. I got a lot of well, not a lot. I got a little bit of 13 Ghost vibes. I think that just has a lot to do with the designs. Um, but I quite enjoyed this book. It's definitely it's a big one. It's oversized. It's not oversized not only in like the format, but it's also about 54 pages. So you definitely get a lot, right? Most of these distillery books are about 3 issues, but you get, it's 3 double-sized issues pretty much. So you definitely get a lot of world building. You get a lot of exposition, a lot of it through the dialogue of some of the characters that we're introduced to. We get to see a few different time eras, if you will. And of course, we get a lot of like Christian Ward is so good at drawing both beautiful things and things that will just like give you chills in the night. There are a few images here that are quite spectral, quite haunting. Um, I really like how Christian Ward presents his characters. It's not usually in a very straightforward manner. There's a lot of very subtle choices of how to display an image, right? All this combined with James Tynion's like macabre storytelling and the way that he's usually like he's very good at world building. He's very good at including all the little details that you it's almost as if he's answering questions before you have a chance to ask them, which is really cool. All that combined with some really cool designs for the whole spectrograph, like the mansion and all the layouts and this machine, it's kind of hard to tell from just the first issue where exactly we're going with everything. But there's definitely a lot here presented. So let's take a look at some of the preview art and we'll talk more about this book. Like I mentioned, we do see a few different time eras. I believe all the preview pages are from the 1967's scene, and here we see like just we're introduced to like the worst of the worst. This is giving me a lot of like you know rich people having weird dark ceremony trope. We kind of seen it in a few things, and just the look on the face of this guy. It is like Christian Ward super nails me not ever trusting a person like this. And then we see this just roaring fire behind them. So that's really cool. I love how they have chosen to, like, the whispers are unintelligible, like they're unreadable, right? You're not supposed to know what these people are saying, but just the fact that they're whispering really brings a lot to the page. Now I had to fit 3 pages up into this next screen, but you kind of get it. Like it even gives you the weird warping vibes, the colors, the weird designs. It just makes you feel very uneasy. Once again, we see more of the whispering. and the expressions on these people's faces, the little that we can see from them, just really drives that point home. And this is all, like I mentioned, in the 1967 era. So we do have a time skip to a little too far in the future, where the book tonally changes, like the look and the feel of the story changes, but it's still full of high tension, just a different type. It's different type of stress that is shown in the pages, and we have, even when it's just a simple conversation, that Tynion's written, Christian Ward is able to do that in a really cool back and forth type of way that you get a lot of action. There's a lot of like very small panels that help with the pacing. Like it feels rushed, right? Because you go from one little square to the next one to the next one. So yeah, all those things really come into play very well. And of course, the fact that this book is oversized just really adds to all that, right? Because you can fit so much more image in the page. So really cool stuff. I can't wait to pick this up physically. I was able to read this digitally, of course, because Distillery had gave us early access to it. But I can't wait to hold this physically. Sometimes Christian Ward's colors, they just kind of pop right off the page when you see it in print. So hopefully, Distillery's been very good about having quality paper and quality print in their books. So I expect the same for this one. So if you read this one, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. There's so many covers because they're wraparound covers, I only have space to put, and I put one of my favorites down at the back of the book, or at the end of the video. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, let me know which cover you end up picking up. Hopefully, I can make up my mind and I won't pick up like 10 different ones. So we'll see. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.